Toxic people don't just walk into your life. They're let in, slowly, quietly, through the cracks you didn't know existed. At first, they seem charming, supportive, even necessary. But over time, something shifts. You feel smaller, less certain, drained after every conversation. And you wonder how someone so nice turned your mind into a battlefield. The Stoics warned us, character is more important than charm. Watch the actions, not the words. But most of us ignore that. Because we crave connection. We mistake comfort for compatibility. And before we know it, we've handed the keys to our peace over to someone who trades in control. Mistake 1, ignoring the discomfort. Your body always knows. Your gut feels it. Something's off. But instead of listening, you overthink. You rationalize. They're just stressed. Maybe I'm being sensitive. You've been trained to doubt yourself instead of trusting the warning signs. But the Stoics taught otherwise. Listen to your perception. Refuse to abandon your own clarity for the sake of politeness. Mistake 2, falling for intensity over consistency. Toxic people don't show up steady, they show up strong. Fast attachment, deep confessions, sudden closeness. It feels exciting, even romantic. But it's not real. It's manipulation in disguise. Epictetus warned, first, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. The same goes for trust. First, test the pattern, then believe the promise. Mistake 3, compromising your boundaries to keep the peace. You start small. You let a comment slide. You excuse a rude tone. You cancel your plans to make them happy. One by one, you shrink yourself to fit their mood. And before long, you're walking on eggshells in a place that once felt safe. The Stoics taught that true peace comes from within, not from avoiding conflict or pleasing others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." If someone can only love you when you're agreeable, compliant, or silent, that's not love, that's control. And yet, most people stay, because leaving feels like failure. But the Stoic knows, failure isn't walking away from someone toxic, it's abandoning yourself to keep them. Mistake 4, mistaking guilt for loyalty. Toxic people are masters at flipping the script. They hurt you, then make you feel bad for reacting. They lie, then cry when you call them out. Suddenly you're the villain for setting a boundary. You're cold, selfish, or too intense. But the truth is simple. When someone benefits from your lack of self-respect, your growth will feel like betrayal to them. Seneca warned that we are more afraid of people's judgment than our own downfall. But you can't build a strong life while tolerating weak behavior. The longer you allow it, the harder it is to remember who you were before them. Mistake 5, staying out of fear, not choice. Fear of being alone, fear of starting over, fear that maybe, just maybe, no one else will love you. And that fear, more than the person themselves, is what keeps you trapped. But the Stoics taught that fear is a lie dressed as logic. Epictetus said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." You're not trapped by the person. You're trapped by the story you've told yourself about what life without them would look like. The truth? Freedom is expensive. It costs comfort. It costs illusion. But on the other side of that price is something toxic people can never give you. Clarity. You stop negotiating with your worth. You stop defending your needs. You stop shrinking, and you start reclaiming space. And if you're ready to stop letting the wrong people into your life, subscribe, not just to this channel, to your standard, to your strength. We don't do surface-level advice here. We build armor, mental, emotional, strategic. Every video is a tool, every insight a weapon, and you're not just watching, you're training. So hit that button, not because I asked, but because you've decided that your peace, your mind, and your future are no longer for rent. The hardest part isn't spotting toxic people, it's accepting that you let them stay, that you gave them space, time, and energy they never earned, that you explained, forgave, and overextended yourself while they barely reached back. But the Stoic doesn't drown in guilt. He observes. He adjusts. He moves forward. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That means your peace doesn't belong to anyone else, not their apology, not their validation, not their attention. It belongs to you. And reclaiming it means getting brutally honest. Who drains you? Who pulls you out of alignment? Who do you shrink around? Cutting someone off isn't cruelty, it's clarity. You don't need to announce it. You don't need revenge. You just need to remember who you were before they made you doubt your worth. And from there, rebuild. Not just boundaries, but standards. Not just silence, but sovereignty. Because once you've seen the patterns, once you've called it what it is, you can't go back. You can't unsee it. You either evolve beyond it, or you choose to stay smaller than you were meant to be. The final truth is this: toxic people don't ruin your life. You do, by giving them access, by keeping the door open to those who knock with charm and enter with chaos. But the Stoic path doesn't ask you to hate them. It asks you to understand yourself so deeply that you never need them again, that you don't tolerate low behavior because you've raised your own standard. There will always be someone who tests your boundaries, who flatters, manipulates, drains. But once you've trained your mind, once you've faced the cost of letting the wrong people in, you change. You stop settling for survival and start choosing sovereignty. You protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. The most powerful person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who chooses who gets their time, their mind, their presence. No fear, no guilt, just clarity, calm, command. So now ask yourself, are you still keeping the door open for someone who's already shown you they'll burn the house down?